Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Blue, the complete Pokédex edition. And it was really strange there, because when I said, hey, your man behind the counter turned around, all of a sudden it looked like I startled him or something. You might be wondering what I'm doing here in Celadon City Department Store. Well, the reason I am in Celadon City Department Store is because what I want to buy is I want to buy a Firestone. Yes, I would like to buy that. And I would like to buy a Thunderstone. I actually have a Water Stone and a Leaf Stone in my inventory already, because what I'm going to do is do some evolution here. First of all, Teru I got leveled up off screen to level 29, because when obviously I want to use him for a little bit and use her off on screen. Mr. Byrne. One other small little detail is that because he was leveled up as a Bellsprout instead of as a Weeping Bell, he actually learned Razor Leaf early, so he actually knows Razor Leaf already, even though he's level 35, whereas I would have had to wait up until level 38. So now that he knows Razor Leaf, I'm pretty much able to go ahead and evolve it into a Victory Bell, which I cannot wait for. As you can see as well, Misty Day, Young Dom, and Shania, my three beautiful Eevees, I have got them leveled up to level 30 as well. So we're going to have a really Mondo team shuffle on our hands right now. I have Ducks because I haven't got to show him off since in the last couple of videos, and as well because he knows Fly, so there's that too. But otherwise, we're bringing back Mr. Byrne, and we have all new Pokemon here. So let the evolution begin, and I think as we've been waiting for this for such a long time, it's only fair to have Mr. Byrne be the first to evolve into what should be his his true final form. The beautiful, unmistakably amazing Victory Bell with that amazing sprite in this game. It's just throwing itself at you. It's just so dynamic. So yeah, that's a welcome update to Mr. Byrne. Already really good HP boost from that. What else do I have? Now we have our Water Stone, which obviously is going to be used on the amazing Misty Day, so that Misty Day can turn from a beautiful Eevee into a gorgeous Vaporeon here. And maybe if Misty Day won't cut up a dead frog, maybe he'll cut up a live one. Or maybe she'll cut up a live one. Ah! Professor, she's doing it again. Maybe if you won't cut up a dead frog, you'll cut up a live one. No! That's the most distressing scene in that entire show. So yeah, Young Dom is going to become our Flareon here. And the way, actually, I don't think I ever explained how I decided this. I decided that Misty Day would be the Vaporeon because Misty Day is the one from Pokemon Blue. And Shania would be the Jolteon because Shania is the one from Pokemon Yellow. And then, Young Dom is the one that's from Pokemon Silver, so obviously that doesn't correspond to any other one, but I suppose in this case he probably is from Pokemon Red, actually, so that actually makes sense. Now it can be a Flareon from Pokemon Red, so that actually all makes sense now. So we have our beautiful Young Dom. We finally have a Fire Pokemon, and we finally have an Electric Pokemon as well, now that Shania is going to evolve into a Jolteon here. Just look at all the, this beautiful spikiness. Let's go, girls. Yeah, let's go, girls. It's time to tear this place up with our new Pokemon here. Well, actually, do you know what I was going to do? I was going to go ahead and teach, jeez, I don't even have it on me now. I was going to go ahead and teach, Misty Day Surf, because obviously that's a new move that makes sense for it to learn. Plus, now that we don't have Bob Pataki on our team at the moment, which I'm sure Bob Pataki will come back at some stage. Now that we don't have Bob Pataki on our team, we're, not able to, we don't have a Pokemon in our midst that is able to use the move Surf, so there's that too. So I'll just withdraw this thing here. Withdraw. Where is it? There it is, I just saw it. HMO3. No, that's fine. That will do for now, thank you. But otherwise, like, the thing is, like, Surf is just such a good water move in general. It's like there's no reason not to teach it to... There's no reason not to teach it to Misty Day, or to Teru for that matter, actually. That's another interesting thought. But it's like, then it's like, what if it learns, like, other moves that I would prefer it to know then, I suppose, which is, like, the difficult decision to make. Then there's the decision of whether to teach Thunderbolt to Shania, because Shania is going to... I'm pretty sure Jolteon learns Thunder in this game, not Thunderbolt. It doesn't, like, it learns Thunder Shock and Thunderbolt, and Thunder, but then that's on to, like, level 50 something, so it's like, who has time to wait around for that? I would prefer to just, like, go ahead and teach a Thunderbolt right off the bat, so... What's an interesting proposal is the fact that, what Pokemon am I even training up right now? Oh, Shania, there we go. What's an interesting proposal is, young Dom knowing Toxic, but not only that, but the fact that young Dom will learn Fire Spin, and for me, just even the thought of that is absolutely mind-blowing. Like, can you imagine the thought of like using Toxic and then using Fire Spin to trap them? Okay, this is going to be a long battle right now. Just the thought of using Fire Spin and then using Toxic to or the other way around, like using Toxic and then using Fire Spin, because the thing is, Fire Spin isn't very powerful. Like, really, all it does is draw out the battle. But see, that's the thing, because of that, Toxic will continue doubling up the poison damage over and over again. So I'm thinking, like, young Dom might be like, I haven't thought about what fire type I'd like to use, or even if I would use a fire type. But actually, now that I'm thinking more and more about it, like, I'm thinking more and more that, oh my god, that boosted experience is crazy. I'm thinking more and more that I'd like to use young Dom, just because that sounds like such a fun strategy. Like, just the idea of it is so crazy. I'm just gonna go ahead and teach and heal up poor Shania. So yeah, like, that's the thing, is like, it's just such a crazy idea that I'd almost love to. Do you know what I might do, actually? Swift would be a cool attack to teach Shania, wouldn't it? Just because, like, of the speed and accuracy and everything. It just seems like an attack that a Jolteon would learn as well. Like, you could imagine in the cartoon a Jolteon using the attack Swift, and it's just like the yellow stars firing out of it and everything like that. It just seems like an appropriate attack for it to learn. But I don't know whether I even picked up the TM, that's the thing. And it certainly do more damage than this quick attack is doing. I'm telling you, Thunder Shock can't come soon enough. See, that's the thing, like, Flareon isn't even going to be very useful in these routes ahead. Like, actually having an electric Pokemon here is going to be very, very useful. Okay, except now that I have the burden of terrible accuracy after that Horsey used Smokescreen on me so many times. And plus Staryu's defense is actually okay, so... And it's going to compound that by using Harridan, so... I'm pretty sure Shania can take care of it. Plus, doesn't, like, Jolteon in this game, like, in this generation, because of the way that, like, because of the way it works, or, like, because of the way the mechanic is, like, set up, doesn't, like, Jolteon have, like, one of the highest critical hit ratios in the game? Because it's one of the fastest Pokemon in the game, and in Generation 1, your critical hit ratio is decided by... Oh my god, I can't believe this battle is taking so long. Your critical hit ratio is decided by how fast you are, so if you're Electrode and you're the fastest Pokemon in the game, that means that your critical hit ratio is also, by the same token, the most, is also, like, the highest in the game out of all Pokemon. Thank you so much for that being a critical hit. I don't even know what to say. Like, by the same token, your critical hit ratio is also extremely high, and Jolteon, like, I think Electrode has something like 130 speed or something, as far as I know. And I think Jolteon is something like the second fastest Pokemon, and its speed stat is something like 115 or something, or 120. And because of that, like, its critical hit ratio is actually through the roof as well compared to other Pokemon. See, this is good. I can deal with this because Tentacool is really bad defense, so my quick attack will actually do some good enough damage. And at least it knows Constrict, which is actually just a one-turn move. It's not like Bind or Wrap or any of those things. Tentacool is another, like, interesting Pokemon which would actually be really fun to use. Like, especially because Tentacruel is such, like, in my opinion, one of the most overlooked Pokemon as far as being a usable Pokemon is concerned. Oh my god, are you going to learn Thundershock now? Yes, thank you so much. This is why I wanted to evolve them at, like, level 30, because they learn all of their elemental moves, like Thundershock, Water Gun, and Ember, at, like, level 31 in this generation. Now we can finally get rid of, like, Growl or something. And now we can finally start, like, kicking ass and taking names with Shania here. And I just feel bad that this poor Shelder is the first thing I get to take out to unleash my fury on with this furious Thundershock with great anger, or great vengeance and furious anger. But yeah, like, Tentacruel is, like, has got to be one of the most, I'm not going to be able to use Flareon at all on this route, actually, come to think of it. That's just going to be a big no-no. Harry got on Misty Day. Just the idea of myself, like, riding around on this Vaporeon in the water all gleefully is just such a beautiful image. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to train up Flareon at all. I'm probably pretty much going to be using all Shania all the time. It's going to be back-to-back Shania Twain. Because this Thundershock is just going to pretty much take out everything. And with the boosted experience, it's going to be leveling up like nobody's business, really, either. It's going to be crazy. But yeah, doesn't that sound like a cool idea? Like, the idea of, like, Toxic and Fire Spin. It's almost like my crazy, like, that's the one thing I've loved about this LP, and that was one of the things I was so disappointed in about when it looked like I wasn't going to be able to continue, is because this LP has given me such, like, a good opportunity to explore like really interesting, like, move sets and strategy setups that I would never have got the chance to explore otherwise, you know? So it's really, really fun. Okay, here's a Tentacool, level 20. Okay, that's actually just a really good level for when I do want to train up and evolve it. I'm gonna go ahead and use Quick Attack here, and one Quick Attack's probably going to be enough. Well, you see, now I don't know what to do, because isn't another Quick Attack is just going to be too much. I'm just going to try the Ultra Ball on it, why not? I'm just going to go ahead and do it. There we go, Tentacool was... Oh great, now I need to think of a name for this. I can't even call this Squilliam because that was the name of my Octillery in Pokemon Silver. Tentacool, the jellyfish Pokemon, drifts in shallow seas. Anglers who hook them by accident are often punished by its stinging acid. I suppose what I could call it, I don't know what I'll call it. Inkling Boy. That's like the first thing I thought of, Inkling Boy. Because I was thinking, like, about, like, what other squids are there other than Squidward, Tortellini, Inkling. Oh my god, that'll actually fit in, Inkling Boy. That's so cute. But I have to spell it O-I. You just got to, Inkling Boy. Aww, that's such an adorable name. Now I'm like really tempted to go ahead and use it. I'm just looking here because I don't want to miss any of these trainers along the way. But yeah, like, that was the one of the things that I was so, like, disappointed about, was that I wouldn't get the chance to, like, continue using all these fun, like, setups that I had got on these Pokemon, like the way I had like my setup with hard-boiled heavies, or my setup with ducks, or any of those things, or that kind of way. And as well, like, I was already thinking about, like, using that setup with Young Dom when I saw, like, oh wait, this is the one that I'm going to be, have be a Flareon. And at first I was thinking, well, actually Toxic is more useful on a kind of a bulky Pokemon like Vaporeon, isn't it? But then the more I thought of it, then I thought about like Toxic and Fire Spin, and it, like about like how cool a setup that would be, like just like trapping them with Fire Spin so they can't even move, while Toxic just completely decimates them. And then you see even Quick Attack might be a useful move to still keep on Flareon at that stage, you know, because maybe by the time you had worn them down with Toxic and Fire Spin, they'd have so little HP left that you might just be able to get in there with a Quick Attack. Because that's the one thing, is that Flareon, first of all, Flareon's special isn't that good, so it means that its attacks like Flamethrower and Fire Blast like don't do that much compared to if you were using a Pokemon like Charizard or Magmar or something like that. Like, you wouldn't be doing as much damage as you think you should be doing. But its attack stat is really good, but its speed stat is really low, so you get to take advantage of its high attack stat by using an attack like Quick Attack. You know what, I'm going to start using Theru here, because the Shania show has been going on for long enough. Can I fight you, maybe? Be prepared, because when I was leveling up Theru, all I was using were like Thunder Wave and Rap. So just be prepared for boring battles here until it evolves at least. Oh my god, this is probably gonna kill me and all, especially if it's a critical hit. It's at least gonna like really wear down my HP, my cute little Dratini. It has to be one of the most adorable Pokemon. Like that, are you seriously gonna hit 5 times with that and take off like 2/3 of my HP? Well, I'll show you, because now I'm just gonna wrap you until you die. Like, seriously, Dratini has to be one of the most adorable Pokemon there are. Like, as far as cute Pokemon are concerned, like, Dratini has got to be up there. And then it evolves into Dragonair, which has to be one of the most beautiful Pokemon there is. Like, if you think of, like, the word beauty, like, in a Pokemon being beautiful, like, Dragonair has to be, like, one of the Pokemon that's in there with a chance of, like, getting the top prize. Like, it's just absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. And then, like, one of the most adorable Pokemon turns into one of the most beautiful Pokemon, and in turn, one of the most beautiful Pokemon turns into, like, a Pokemon which is comparatively kind of dopey looking. Like, that's the thing, like, Dragonite, in comparison, it's not scary, it's not, like, breathtakingly beautiful or anything. It's just kind of stupid looking. Like, it's this orange thing. It doesn't even make an intelligent noise. Oh my god, that's terrifying. What are you doing using Hypnosis twice in a row? Crazy Poliwhirl. Like, it's not scary looking. It doesn't even make a halfway intelligent noise. Like in the cartoon, it made this noise like that. And but it's supposed to be like this really like intelligent, like emotive Pokemon or whatever. And there are so many other more beautiful dragon Pokemon out there, like Altaria, or even Flygon for that matter, or Kingdra, just more beautiful Pokemon. Or Mega Evolved Ampharos, for that matter. Well, geez, Mr. Burns' debut as a Victory Bell is leaving a lot to be desired. And that thing happened again, look! Someone mentioned this, and then when they mentioned it in the comments, I went and checked it, and, like, I could not explain it, and to this day I have no explanation for it, because I am damn sure I saw Mr. Burns' name is well on this cartridge with a dot in it, like Mr. Burn, and then all of a sudden it's Mr. and then 2 spaces Burn. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't know which process causes that, whether it's something to do with finally using Razor Leaf, whether it's something to do with like Pokemon Stadium, the way like when you like to do with like moving them around in the boxes in Pokemon Stadium, whether it's something to do with like evolving or leveling up or putting them into the PC. I have no idea. But it's just really, really crazy. Like, I have no idea what causes that dot to be replaced with another space. Anyway, this has been an exciting episode with a lot of evolution, some really fun battles thrown into the mix. In the next part, hopefully, we'll finally get to the Seafoam Islands. Until then, see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye now.